Welcome to the highlights of the 7th round of the World Junior Chess Championship. The 7th round, the exact middle of the tournament. Just like chess middle games, a tournament also has its middle game when it is very tense, very crucial, because how you do in the middle of the tournament is going to decide whether towards the end you will have any chance to strike it real high. Let's see what happens today. Grandmaster Jorge Cori of Peru playing on the top board, fighting against Mikhail Antipov of Russia. A very high powered game between two grandmasters, very hard fought, and finally ending in a victory for Cori, who with this victory goes to sole lead with 6 points. Russian Grandmaster Grigory Oparin, an extremely fighting game with his fellow teammate, top-seeded Vladimir Fedosiev, who is back to the top after being held with draws in the beginning. This was an extremely good fighting draw. The one who is holding the Indian colours here, very high, S L Narayanan from Kerala, once again playing an extremely interesting game, very resolute, very solid against Lu Shanglei, the Chinese Grandmaster, and to his credit, holding to a draw, thus remaining on 5.5 points. Aleksandra Goryachkina, the top-seeded women Grandmaster of this tournament, the defending champion, playing on the second board in the women's section against Fray of Philippines, scoring a crucial victory, thus catching Padmini Rout. And Chumpitaz of Peru scored a shocking victory over woman international master GM Lu of China. Chumpitaz, rated nearly 140 points below, scored a shocking victory. Rucha Pujari, again continuing a solid performance, holding Nguyen Thi Ma Hung of Vietnam to a draw. Marina Brunello of Italy, a very strong player, a FIDE master, defeated Pratyusha Bodda in another fighting game. Pratyusha Bodda losing her grip midway through. Ivana Maria Furtado of India scored a facile win over fellow Indian GK Monisha and moved up to 5 points. A very happy Ivana spoke to us.
Ivana, you just finished your 7th round game, which you won. Can you tell us more about this game?
I played with GK Monisha and she played well, and in the end she made a mistake, so that's why I won.
So 7 rounds are over. What do you think of your performance here?
I got 5 out of 7. I think it's an okay score. I just have to try to play good and not make many mistakes.
Iwanow Galip of Romania fighting win against Vlada Sviridova of Russia. J Saranya of India, once again a solid performance, drew with women international master Gu Tianlu of China. V Varshini of India, shocking victory over Maria Grigoryan, women FIDE master from Armenia. To her credit, Varshini held her nerves throughout the game to score a facile victory with white pieces. Sakshi Chitlange, a youngster from India, held Manpu Cyril of France to a draw in another well-played game. Mary Arabidze, international master from Georgia, finally back to winning ways against Santiago Mari. Another high-powered game, Nishikan women international master from China defeating Ishimura Barbosa of Brazil. Very, very creditable performance by the Chinese so far, exhibiting a class in this tournament. Women Grandmaster Mona Khalid of Egypt, held by Harshita Gudanti of India. Another high-pressured clash between Mila Zarkovic of Serbia beating Akansha Hagwane, the local talent in this tournament. Shweta Gole of India back to a winning ways, beating women FIDE master Vaishali, her countryman from Tamil Nadu. Shweta moves to 4.5 points. Srija Seshadri drawing with Irina Petrukina. Srija held her nerve once again against her very fancied rival from Russia to score a creditable draw and move on to 4.5 points. Another Indian fight between Mahesh Shweta Kumar and Michelle Katerina winning a. Isa Imieva of Russia losing surprisingly to Suprita Potluri of India, a very creditable result for the youngster. Mahalakshmi of India scoring a surprising victory over Bulgarian Ani Krumova in a nicely played game. Tejaswini Sagar have a very good fight to Sarvinos Kurbanboyeva of Uzbekistan but lost the game nevertheless. Tarini Goel of Delhi bounced back with a victory over Karina Azimova of Russia. Another high-powered clash between Anna Iwanow of Poland versus Sabina Ibrahimova of Azerbaijan. The Polish won the game. Varga Klora of Hungary was defeated by Madhurima Shekhar of India in a very creditable performance. Madhurima played an extremely important theoretical game to score a creditable victory. A very good turnaround for this youngster in this tournament. As expected in the half of the tournament, very fighting games were witnessed. The fourth board clash between Aryan Thari of Norway and Wei Yi of China, an extremely complicated game where the Chinese scored a brilliant victory. Benjamin Bok of Netherlands, solid chess, but could hold only a draw with Bajrani Ulvi of Azerbaijan. Vladislav Kovalov, Grandmaster from Belarus, was held by Bai Jinshi, the young sensation international master from China. One of the shock defeats of this round, Sahej Grover of India lost to Karen Grigoryan, Grandmaster from Armenia. Tadeusz Kribel, the hero of the day, almost defeating Dudayan Krzysztof of Poland. Tadeusz, impressive victory today. How did it go?
It went incredibly easily. I didn't expect it at all. It was a rather easy game for me. I spent only like 30 minutes on the whole game.
Okay. It was very complicated, tactical, but you mean to say that it was quite easy because you're always winning?
Yeah, well, all my moves were natural. Yeah, so I didn't have to calculate too much. Also, I somehow felt that it went really well. I really like these tactical positions.
Okay, surprising because very tough opponent in terms of rating.
I was. Well, I thought it would be a long game, maneuvering and so, but when it showed up that I'd be having a really strong attack, I was getting excited, and really didn't expect it to go in so well.
And is this your natural style of play, tactical?
Yes, I'd say so. But nowadays, life is somehow really whatever. No.
Uneven, difficult?
You have to play different positions in chess, so you need to get all round.
Okay. And what's your plan for the rest day tomorrow?
Me and my colleagues from Czech Republic and Slovak Republic are planning to go on a trip somewhere to city. It's like 25 kilometers away from here to go sightseeing.
Dragon Kamil of Poland, Grandmaster, held to a draw by Paulo Barsamina of Philippines. A creditable draw for the Filipino player. Jonsson Linus of Sweden scoring a very, very creditable victory over Nijat Abbaso, Grandmaster from Azerbaijan. Very creditable victory for the talent from Sweden. Dipyan Ghosh scoring a Fazel victory over countryman Harsha Bharatkoti. Well fought game, but played extremely well by the international master from Kolkata, who is nearing his GM title. Yogit of India losing to Quinten Ducarman of Netherlands. Arvind Chidambaram is finally back to the top tables on 5 points with a Fazel victory over Arat Ufuk Sezen of Turkey. Arvind Chidambaram, who was having a rugged form in the beginning of the tournament, is finally back to his winning ways. Navalgund Niranjan of India holding his more favourite rival Shayantan Das of Kolkata to a draw in a well-fought game. Beradze Irakli of Georgia holding Vidit Gujarati of India to a draw. Grandmaster Vidit Gujarati is having a rough time for the second day in a row. Ankit Rajpara, Grandmaster, defeating a Fazail victory over Pranit Surya of India. Von Meinfel Barth of Netherlands, unique looks, playing an interesting game, held by Nishant Malhotra to a draw. Shardul Gagare defeated Rakesh Kumar Jaina of India. His countryman Shardul moves up to 4.5 points.
Hi Shardul, congratulations, you have won your game today and it's important before the race day. And how was your impression for the game?
Well, I prepared Karokan against him, and he played exchange variation against me, and in the opening I was pawned down, but I had compensation, and in the end game I recovered it and then got a good position. Overall my piece activity was very good, so I converted my advantage into rook ending with a pawn up, and his pawns were scattered, so it fell and I won the game.
Okay, so you mean to say, did you blunder a pawn in the opening or you just gave?
No, that was line.
Oh, that was a sacrifice. So you went and you were really well prepared. You won against?
I won against Rakesh Kumar Jaina.
Okay, so you are on how many points now?
I'm now on 4.5 points.
Okay, you are still floating and you have a still chance. And how do you feel for this tournament and going ahead via 6 rounds?
Yes, I feel good. I thought first half was practice, and it got me well into the game, and I think the second half will go good for me. I'll try my best.
Okay, so what would normally you do for the opening race day?
I will enjoy the race day and relax.
Narayanan Srinath, playing solid chess in this event, however, was held to a draw by Rajdeep Sarkar. A mild setback for Srinath, but still 6 rounds to go, nevertheless. This round witnessed the arrival of the organizing committee chairman, Aniruddha Deshpande, seen there with Grandmaster Abhijit Kunte. Very busy tournament hall, being a Sunday, a huge, heavy crowd turning up. Befitting of the day, there were fights seen all over the boys section, the open section. There is medical help available readily at hand in the tournament hall itself, a doctor attending to the needs of all the participants and sometimes their support people also. Relaxed time for some of the organizers, having a chat up with parents, and some parents passing their time by reading, chatting up, waiting for their awards. It's a very colorful atmosphere here at Pune in the corridors. Gayatri Vartak, a former badminton player, now a sports psychologist, chatting up with Amrita Mokal here. Amrita Mokal, a creditable photographer in her own right.
Anurag Mhamal, today you won against GM Robin van Kampen with the white pieces. How was your game?
It was quite a tense game actually. We had an unusual opening with that is D4 CD, D4 and Sicilian, but I managed to get an equal game later on. In the middle game actually, on the 20th move itself I came under a little bit of time pressure and he was comfortable in his time, but somehow managed to get to 40 moves by playing some good moves, but finally in the end game he couldn't exploit the weak positioning of my pieces, but made some mistakes, and due to which I got a good double bishop end game, double bishop against double bishop, but I got a plus position with him having some weak points, and he didn't play the best because he could have defended it and it would have probably ended in a draw, but somehow was trying hard maybe to win, and so I got some chances, and in the end he made a blunder which led to his piece getting trapped, and this way I got the win.
Today was the 7th round of the World Junior Championship and we witnessed a lot of exciting games. There were a lot of victories, disappointments for the Indian players, and Swati, what do you think about the girls? How did they perform today?
Yeah, Sagar, it's really interesting day as we are heading towards a race day and we are halfway through of the tournament. Indian girls are doing really well actually for this particularly match. As our hope for the medal, Padmini Rout, she drew her game and it was very convincing, and she joined she's in joint leadership, and she is joined by another 2 players, and another player who won yesterday, Nandita, she again drew her game today against Sarah from Iran. That was also a good game, and well, actually other players like Iwanow, another hopeful from India, like she was a chess prodigy, she won her game against another Indian, and it was sad day for the Pratyusha as she lost her game. But overall picture looks pretty decent as we still have 6 more rounds to come up and they can really come up well in the end of the tournament. So Sagar, what do you think about our boys section? How Indian boys are doing in this tournament?
Jorge Cori of Peru has wrested the sole lead in the tournament with 6 points out of 7. For India, the hope Sunil Dutt, Laina Narayanan, he's playing amazing chess. He's 5.5 out of 7. He drew today against Lu Shanglei. Sahaj Grover, who was also on 4.5, lost his game to Karen Grigoryan, so he's not amongst the leaders now. Anurag Mhamal clinched the biggest upset of the day when he beat the 2nd seed Robin van Kampen, who was rated 2-6-4-1. So Anurag moves to 5 points, and there are a few more players on 5. Diptayan Ghosh is now on 5 points, and so is Arvind Chidambaram. But of course, S L Narayanan is currently India's best player in this tournament. Don't forget to watch the highlights at 11 o'clock of World Junior Championship on DD Sports every day.
The 7th round was a slugfest. There are extremely hard-fought battles in both the open section on the girls section. And the brightest spot for India was that Sunildat Narayanan drew his game and continues to be in joint lead. Likewise, in the girls section, it is Padmini Rout who is holding the national flag high. Let us see how the tournament will flag out to be finally. Stay with us.